My soul finds rest in God alone. From him comes my salvation. He is my fortress and my rock, and I will not be shaken. Hello, everybody. My name's Paul Harvey, and some of you may remember me. I used to live at Bulstrode and work with WEC International. Well, I still work with WEC International, but now Rose, my wife, and we live in Wrexham in North Wales. Now, that isn't the beautiful blue sky of North Wales behind me. It's a blue screen, which we use for filming and recording things here in the church in Wrexham, and the techno wizard can then put pretty pictures behind me, especially for 10 things everyone should know about the Bible, which is a series of videos which we're doing for primary school age children and their families, and pray for that venture. We've done five more to go. If you want to know more about that, then just contact me through Paul Noyce. The thought for the week. Thank you very much for inviting me to share a thought for the week, and this time I want to focus on Psalm 31 verse 15, which says, I trust in you, O Lord. I say you are my God. My times are in your hands. And I want to focus on that phrase, my times are in your hands. I became a Christian at the age of 22 in 1982, so nearly 40 years ago. And I was in my third year of university at Reading University. I always believed I'd been a Christian up till then, but I had no personal faith in Jesus. And I went to a meeting and I heard there that Christianity was the only religion where God came down to man. All the others, man is trying to get up to God or to truth or to meaning in life. Only in Jesus has God come down to man to save us. And that really impacted me. So I started inquiring and reading the Bible. And the first verse I read that really spoke to me was this verse, my times are in your hands. It made me think, if that's true, all my past up until that point had been in God's hands. Even before I knew him and accepted Jesus as my Saviour, God knew me and had held me in his hands. My present was in his hands, and all my future would be in his hands as well. And that was an attractive thought to me at the time. And nearly 40 years later, I can say it's been absolutely true. All the way through, I've felt that my times have been in his hands. But what might it mean? What are my times? Well, past, present, and future, as I've said, but also the good times, the bad times, the happy times, and the sad times, the easy times when things go swimmingly, and the difficult times. They're all in God's hands. And just now it might be true for some of you that there's a difficult time you're going through with illness, even loss of loved ones, unemployment, or whatever. Difficult times. Well, be assured that those times are in God's hands as well. He never forgets us or leaves us. Our times are in his hands. But even more than that, times of each and every day, morning, noon, evening, and night time, all that are in his hands. Somewhere else in the Bible, it says, where evening fades and morning dawns, you call forth songs of joy. Evening and morning are his. So every time of day, and the other night I was lying awake at night, unable to get back to sleep. And I started thinking, oh, what a waste of time. I'm going to be tired tomorrow. But then I thought, well, I can pray. And I prayed and felt close to the Lord. So every time is useful in his hands. And I just want to finish by saying it's not just a matter of God holding our times in his hands, but he wants to use our times as well. I've just turned 60. I have no idea how much longer I have on this earth, but I pray that all my times between now on the day when I meet Jesus can be useful in his hands. I want my life, my times, all my times to be useful to him. So through any song I might write, through any recordings, the videos I do, just talking to people, being, instead of doing, just being a witness in our neighborhood. I pray that my times can be useful in his hands. And I pray the same for you. This week, as you go about your business, at home, whatever you do, your times are useful to God. God bless you this week. My soul finds rest in God alone. From him comes my salvation. He is my fortress and my rock, and I will not be shaken. My soul finds rest, everyone. My soul finds rest in God alone. From him comes my salvation. He is